When it comes to his legacy, it's an interesting one because there's two ways to look at this. You could say he was very lucky to be part of a bowling attack which featured James Anderson and Stuart Broad. But on the other hand, you could also say he's very unlucky because that's probably led to him being severely underrated. You know, when we look back on this era of English cricket, you know, I mean, I'll certainly always think of Chris Woakes, but I think the vast majority of people and the history books will probably tell more of a story about James Anderson and Stuart Broad. And rightly so, taking nothing away from those two. Those are freaks of the game. They are some of the greatest bowlers cricket has ever seen. But it's a bit unfair on Chris Woakes because he's probably going to feel, you know, a little bit left out in that sort of ranking because of how good those two are. Where if Chris Woakes played in a slightly different era, in fact, if Chris Woakes was maybe coming through now and he was sort of breaking onto the scene now with England's current bowling offering and went on to fulfill the same potential, you could argue that he would have a much greater legacy. So it's a blessing and a curse being involved in that England attack that features Stuart Broad and Jimmy Anderson.